She told me she loved me every day of my life.
Yeah.
And from that I got there's a difference between being broke and being poor. You know, being broke is economic, but being poor is a disabling frame of mind and a depressed condition of your spirit, and you must vow never, ever, ever to be poor again. And that's a quote I came up with for Operation Hope in 1992, but I got that spirit from my mother. My mother wasn't loved. My mother wasn't told she was loved by her mother and by her father, but she knew it was important to tell her child that he was loved. And so we were broke, but we weren't poor. And that differentiation made all the difference in the world for me. So my self-esteem from a very early age was raised up. And so today I'll say, it's okay if you don't like me, I like me. Because if I don't like me, I'm not gonna like you.
Yeah.
If I don't feel good about me, I'm not gonna feel good about you. If I don't respect me, I don't know how to respect you. If I don't love me, I don't have a clue how to love you. And then hope. If I don't have a purpose in my life, I'm gonna make your life a living hell. Whatever goes around, comes around. My mother told me to treat others as I want to be treated. Don't treat them as they treat me. Treat them as I want to be treated. That's biblical. My mother and my father were rooted in the church, were rooted in spirituality. My mother was a walking testimony to dignity. And my mother always was about that Dorothy Heights quote. Dorothy Height told me one day that, John Bryant, you remind me of a dreamer with a shovel in your hands. So she was like, God helps those who help themselves. That's Proverbs. To be poor is not to not have anything. To be poor is not to not do anything. And lazy hands make a man poor. That's in Proverbs. No one talks about that part of the Bible. So my mother worked an hourly job for 32 years, McDonnell Douglas Aircraft, made $18 an hour at her height. She died a millionaire. So if anybody says I can't do it, no, yes you can. There's your example right there. She had worked an hourly job, she had a high school education, went back to school at age 62 and graduated from high school at 62, walked with cap and gown with 18-year-olds, no indignity there. Defied the odds, man, and had a will when she passed away. Her will was gangster. Her will had a clause and said anybody who disputes his will is denied it. Crickets, like no one said, normally it's a fight. Normally, it's a fight,
Yeah.
She put that clause in there. Anybody who disputes the contents of this will is excluded from the will. And I mean, I was a trustee for it, so I was ready to defend her honor, and I didn't have to say a thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, from the grave, my mother teaching. So she had a will, she had a life insurance policy, she bought and sold 7 homes.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty amazing story.
Another thing, man, people